At no point in time have you yet mentioned resources, specifically the petroleum resources off the Sarawak coast. What about that issue?
Yes. So most people say that the petroleum thing is actually part of the MA63 agreement. Unfortunately, if you read the MA63 agreement, petroleum is actually not written in. At that time, they were not looking at petroleum resources. I think the petroleum resources thing is part of this overall thing about Sabah and Sarawak being so far behind in Peninsular Malaysia in terms of development. And there's always been unhappiness because Sabah and Sarawak are the main oil and gas producers. So there's always this suspicion that, all the money made by Petronas, all the dividends paid by Petronas throughout the last 40 years, most of it actually came on Sabah and Sarawak in terms of the oil and gas, but the money has not been spent on developing Sabah and Sarawak. What happened is that the joke in Sabah and Sarawak is that Mahathir used the money basically to build the Petronas Tower, and one of the towers is paid by Sarawak, the other tower is paid by Sabah Oil and Gas. If you look at in terms of the iconic projects in Malaysia during Mahathir's time, you can make a very strong argument that he has really neglected Sabah and Sarawak, because you talk about Mahathir's iconic project, you talk about Putrajaya, you talk about North-South Highway, all these things are built in Peninsular Malaysia. In fact, the Borneo Highway project only started less than 5 years ago. So you can see it's very clear that, despite Sabah and Sarawak supplying the bulk of Petronas wealth throughout the last 40, 50 years, right, Sabah and Sarawak has really not benefited. And in fact, Sabah has consistently been one of the top states in Malaysia with very high levels of poverty. Even in Sarawak, if you go back during Mahathir's time, it's always been a state with quite a high level of poverty, especially in the rural areas.